What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. This is a different type of video, this one, mainly due to the fact it's trying a different style. So, got tripod up, obviously got the mics on. Obviously, a little quality upgrade compared to my last video. There should be quite a lot of videos coming out, like mainly short ones. I've got a couple, obviously, full ones like this that are going to be coming out. But mainly, just obviously making this video to express the problems with the car, with the MX-5, and my journey so far. So I've owned cars for about 2 months, but obviously I bought it, I can't go into too much detail, but I bought it for about 3 grand. Really cheap, to be fair, for obviously a car like this. Had fogged up rear lights, fogged up front lights, soaked interior, obviously like footwells and floor and all that were absolutely drenched. What else did I do? Oh yeah, washer jets. Literally sorted that out today. That wasn't working.
Washer jet, and it's a bit dark. But this little thing here doesn't work.
There's a couple other problems that I'm still yet to sort out, but the main one was the oil leak. The oil leak absolutely cooked me. Obviously I'm going to put footage up on the screen showing like what I'd found. But yeah, basically right now we're spot on. We're back to normal. Expect videos coming out quite often, and I'm going to try a couple different styles for you boys. Maybe a POV style. I'm going to get some more of this type of style, get a few edits of that up and out, obviously regarding the actual car. And let us know what you boys want to see, because I've got quite a lot of plans. I just don't really know if any of them are going to bang or not. So yeah, first up, obviously the issues when I bought it, that I was already aware of. We had absolutely drenched interiors. The main reason obviously for that, which we didn't know at the time because I didn't know anything about MX-5s or cars in general. Yeah, the drains for this, because it's a soft top, obviously it's convertible. Practically all the MX-5s have drains, so obviously the water can escape, but basically the drains were clogged, overflowed, and just dripped into the footwells through the back of the seats. Drenched all footwells. Obviously then when it got hot, it obviously steamed up, started dripping from the roof onto the seats, drenching the seats, all sorts. The fog lights, that's still a problem. I don't know if that were a problem when I bought it, but from what I'm aware of, one of my fog lights doesn't work, front ones, at this current moment in time, but that's going to be fixed probably at some point in the future. Might have to do a quick little video on that one because it shouldn't be too bad to fix, but we'll find out. The front lights were fogged up completely. I ended up buying a new set and just refurbing like a second-hand pair, and then obviously fitting them in. They're fine so far, no condensation. Another thing I bought was, instead of the orange lights, like the LEDs, or the halogen bulbs, whatever they're called, in the actual headlight, I bought some like Osrams, so like really like more white, and they're a lot brighter, so they're a lot better, especially in lanes and stuff. And just late at night, driving obviously on roads that have no lights whatsoever, it's much better to see. Yeah, the rear ones, the rear lights were completely fogged up, water everywhere inside. Obviously tried a temporary fix, tried to dry them out, hairdryer, everything we tried, didn't dry, so we just bought a new set again, obviously fitted them in. That was quite easy actually. Did actually record that on the GoPro, but I ended up accidentally deleting the footage, so not I could do there. But well, I'm planning on tinting them at some point, or getting like a tint film, so I'll probably get that recorded and obviously post that on YouTube if I ever do that. And same with the front ones, I'll probably get some sort of eyebrows or something like that. Not necessarily tinting them, because it's bad enough as it is with these. I mean, the lights aren't actually bad, but like when you start tinting stuff, it gets a lot worse. And then obviously onto the main issue. The engine, obviously oil everywhere. Didn't know about this, obviously. Took it back to the person I bought it from. Obviously I'm not going to disclose who it is, or who they are, or whatever. Obviously I bought it from them, and it was supposedly meant to be fixed. It was the sump plug, supposedly. Like I said, I had no note about it. My dad looked at it. He's obviously a bit more mechanically minded than I am. Looked at it. Obviously we didn't know what it was. It was pretty bad, whatever it was. I'll show you clips, obviously, footage of what we saw. Ended up, obviously, speaking to him, getting it fixed by them, because supposedly it was sump plug. Obviously it wasn't leaking when they had like cardboard under it, and there were no drips, obviously, once it had been sat there after they cleaned it and they jet washed it and all that, so it looked fine. Drove it for another 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then boom, oil leak comes back. Oil everywhere, drips on the drive, just absolutely everywhere. And then this time, from what I'm aware of, it's the same leak, and the first time they just didn't fix it. So they tightened the sump plug up, because it had oil on it. So they tightened the sump plug up, and obviously they didn't replace the crusher or anything like that, or the actual plug. They just tightened it up because that's what they thought it was, and jet washed it previously. So this time obviously I weren't confident that they knew what they were doing, if that makes sense. So what I did is I took it, obviously I spoke to them about it, like, about everything, about what we were going to do. Took it to a garage near me, an independent garage. Had them check it. They quoted me, obviously I paid about 40 quid for the actual inspection, and then they quoted me, well, they didn't really quote me anything first time I went, because there were two things it could have been. It could have been the rear main seal, I think he said, and the timing chain cover. That's obviously what the main two problems was. Yeah, so it could have been one of them two things, but he didn't know because there was oil everywhere, because obviously when you drive it, it just goes everywhere. And what I did is obviously I went to get it steam cleaned. He said, go get it steam cleaned, jet washed and all that, so you get rid of the oil so we can figure it out. In theory, you probably should have just figured it out, because at the end of the day he's a mechanic, but like I said, I don't know, so it could have been like, I suppose it saved me some money, because he could have gave me the wrong thing, could have repaired it, and then could have still been leaking. But yeah, anyway, I went to get that, then couldn't get the car booked in for like another, I think it was another 3 weeks after that, for the no, 2 weeks for the like for another check, for another inspection. So 2 weeks later, boom, I didn't drive it for this full 2 weeks. Obviously I've got a job to go to, if you guys weren't aware. I do other stuff other than this. Obviously couldn't get there, so a bit cooked. I felt like powerless again, because I didn't have no car. But in regards to that, yeah, I had it checked 2 weeks after, and obviously there were no issue. Well, no, there were no issue finding out what it was, but the main issue was it was the timing chain cover, which they quoted me 600 roughly. Like I said, I'm not going to go into exact numbers, but around 600. And that's just for the cover, and they recommended might as well just do a new timing chain while I'm there, while they've got it open. So I ended up paying 900, and the deal obviously contributed 600 to that, so fair play to them. Saved me a ton of money, but then again, I shouldn't really buy a new car. Well, it's not new, it's got 99,000 miles, but I shouldn't be buying a car that's got problems, really, especially from proper people, you know what I mean, that sell cars. But anyway, yeah, got all that sorted. Now we're back in action. There should be some content coming out. Obviously, expect multiple videos, a couple shorts a week, and obviously a big main video every week or 2 weeks, depending on how often I can get good content for you boys. Let us know what you want in comments. If you're obviously fancying any type of content, then I can obviously have a look and see what I can do. I've got a series coming up, which I'm going to obviously start when I get a bit more mechanically minded, when I've got a bit more idea what's going on with cars, because like I said, I'm useless. But done so far is obviously the front lights, which I'll show a picture of now on the screen, and like a before and after. And then obviously I'll show you the rear lights. I don't know if I've got a before and after, but I can kind of have a look and see what I've got. And obviously the new blue headlights, which I can actually show you now, in theory, if I get out quick enough. I've now got some like footwell glowing, and I've got a massive ass subwoofer in back. I'll have to show you a picture of that, because I can't be arsed opening boot. So subwoofer's fitted now. As you can see, I've got my cold ass NOS pillar, quite comfy actually, for when I'm commuting and stuff like that. I've got a lot of plans for it, but at this current moment in time, we have to put it on hold, seeing as obviously I'm currently skint, so I can't actually afford any mods at the moment. But should be some new videos coming out soon, whether there's new mods or what. But there'll be a new series coming out, and that's going to be building this up, making it as quick as I can, with no knowledge, and as obviously nice as I can interior wise. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm just trying to think if I've missed anything else out. I don't think I have. Oh yeah, another thing that I've also had done, obviously I've got 2 new rear tyres. They are only eco tyres, but they cost about £200 for a set. But obviously they don't slip, so that's completely fine. I will get obviously performance tyres at some point, but that's going to be part of the series when I build the MX-5 up, and obviously once it's ready to go in regards to track days and stuff like that. I've got a lot planned, but yeah, it's just doing it. Hopefully you boys are enjoying this type of content. I'll see what I can do regarding shorts and stuff. I'm going to mainly focus on my YouTube, obviously what you boys are watching this on, and I'm going to focus on Instagram as well, which is OLII066. I'll get it up on screen now if you want to obviously check it out, and it'll also be in the description down below if you want to have a look at that. But in regards to that, boys, I'll quickly show you boys the front lights. There we go. It's probably going to beep, but there's not really I can do. Let's grab this. Eesh. There we go. Yes, as you can see, boys, I don't know if you can see, but the lights are like a lot whiter. They're not as orange. I'll put a picture on screen what they used to look like, but yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of bird shit on car in a minute, but these are the lights at this current moment in time. Absolutely pristine. This is the next big major fix that I'm going to be doing. I don't know if you can see it, the camera's dark, but Cobra back box is already on. Chem like that, but they're absolutely cooked, like it blows like hell. So my plan is to get that fixed somewhat. Ow, just banged my leg. Somewhat soon, but shut me down so I don't get ran into. Plans to get that fixed somewhat soon, boys. But yeah, I just don't know how long that's going to be. So I've got it booked in for tomorrow. I'm going to get it checked, and then hopefully I can afford the actual fix, depending on how much it is, and hopefully it sounds a lot better. That'll be a different video anyway, but I'm probably going to film some content regarding that. Damn, he was razzing at him. Skoda. I think that was a Skoda. Don't know, but yes, boys, so that'll probably be another video separately, but that'll probably be banged out in the next week or two, depending on if I get any content. I'm going to try, but it depends on if it's any good and whether I think it's worth uploading. But yeah, obviously if you boys enjoy this type of content, give us a shout down below. Obviously drop a like, do whatever you need to do. Comment obviously if you want to see anything different, what you boys think to this type of style. Expect obviously shorts, at least one a week, possibly more. I'm going to try and do my best obviously, but I am working full time at the same time. This type of content expect probably once a month, if not more. I'm going to try and obviously upload as much as I can, but minimum once a month. But yeah, boys, obviously follow my Instagram, it's down in the bottom. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one, boys.